Project schedule management ensures that a project is completed on time by systematically managing activities throughout the project life cycle. It begins in the initiating phase, followed by planning processes like defining and sequencing activities, estimating durations, and developing the schedule. During execution, the plan is carried out, while monitoring and controlling processes ensure that the schedule remains on track through continuous oversight and necessary adjustments. Each phase feeds into the next, with feedback loops between planning, executing, and monitoring activities, emphasizing the iterative nature of project management. Key tasks such as controlling the schedule are critical for responding to changes, ensuring project objectives are met, and formally closing the project phase once completed. This structured flow provides a clear path for maintaining schedule integrity across all process groups. Developing a project schedule involves gathering key inputs such as the project management plan, project documents, agreements, enterprise environmental factors, and organizational process assets. Utilizing tools and techniques like schedule network analysis, critical path method, resource optimization, and schedule compression, project managers can effectively determine the timeline. Data analysis methods, including what-if scenario analysis and simulations, help refine the schedule and manage uncertainties, while agile release planning is used for iterative projects. The outputs of this process include the creation of a schedule baseline, a detailed project schedule, and updated project documents and management plans. Techniques such as identifying float times for each activity and analyzing dependencies allow for better flexibility and risk management throughout the project lifecycle. This structured approach ensures that project timelines are realistic, achievable, and aligned with organizational goals, enabling efficient monitoring and control as the project progresses. Developing a project schedule requires several key inputs to ensure accuracy and feasibility. These include the activity list, which identifies all the tasks to be completed, and the network diagram, which visually sequences these tasks based on dependencies. The scope statement defines the boundaries of the project, while activity time estimates and resource requirements help predict the effort needed. Additionally, resource availability must be checked against other project schedules to avoid conflicts and overallocation. Using these inputs, tools like the critical path method, resource optimization, and schedule compression are applied to build the project timeline. The goal is to determine the project's overall completion date while accounting for float times, risks, and resource constraints. The final outputs include the schedule baseline, detailed project schedules, and necessary updates to project management documents, ensuring a well-grounded plan for execution. The project scheduling diagrams and float concept illustrated emphasize essential tools for effective project management. The initial images detail key scheduling components like activity lists, network diagrams, and resource availability, which feed into a comprehensive project plan. Visuals such as the activity node format explain critical scheduling terms: early start, early finish, late start, late finish, and total slack, vital for identifying flexibility within the schedule. Understanding float is crucial, as it defines how much an activity can be delayed without affecting the overall project timeline or subsequent tasks. The network diagram presented traces the sequence of activities from project start to finish, with time durations assigned to each activity. By analyzing the paths and calculating float, project managers can identify the critical path, the longest sequence of tasks determining the minimum project duration. Activities on the critical path have zero float, meaning any delay will directly impact the project's end date. Properly applying these techniques ensures efficient resource allocation, anticipates scheduling risks, and helps maintain control over project deadlines. Would you like a sample calculation based on this diagram too? Float in project management refers to the flexibility available in scheduling project activities. Total float is the maximum amount of time an activity can be delayed from its early start without delaying the project's overall finish date. It provides insight into how much flexibility there is in the schedule and identifies activities that are critical to project completion. Free float, on the other hand, measures how much an activity can be delayed without affecting the early start of any successor activities, offering a more local view of scheduling flexibility between directly linked tasks. In project scheduling, activities with zero total float typically form the critical path, meaning any delay in these activities will directly delay the project's end date. Non-critical activities have positive float values, allowing some delay without impacting the final delivery. Understanding both free and total float helps project managers optimize resource allocation, prioritize tasks, and anticipate the impact of potential delays. These concepts are essential for effective project planning, monitoring, and control. This activity node diagram is a key tool used in project scheduling, specifically within the critical path method. It contains important scheduling data such as early start, early finish, late start, late finish, duration, total slack, and the activity name. This structure allows project managers to calculate the earliest and latest possible start and finish dates for each task, helping to identify the critical path, the sequence of activities that determines the project's minimum duration. By analyzing these time frames and the total slack available, project managers can pinpoint tasks with no flexibility and manage resources more effectively. Activities on the critical path have zero slack, meaning any delay will directly impact the project's completion. This method ensures tight control over project timelines, enabling proactive adjustments to avoid delays and optimize efficiency. The diagram clearly illustrates a project's critical path, highlighting the sequence of activities that directly impact the project's duration. The critical path moves through Activity 1, which has a duration of 6 weeks, Activity 3 which has a duration of 5 weeks, Activity 5 which has a duration of 4 weeks, and Activity 6 which has a duration of 1 week, totaling 16 weeks from start to finish. Any delays in these tasks will consequently delay the overall project completion, emphasizing their significance in schedule management. Activities 2 and 4, while part of the project, are not on the critical path and thus possess scheduling flexibility. Since they do not determine the final project timeline, minor delays in these activities would not necessarily impact the final delivery date. This separation between critical and non-critical activities helps project managers prioritize resources and monitor key milestones more effectively. In the network diagram shown, project activities are mapped with their early start, early finish, late start, late finish, and duration values. Activities A, B, C, D, E, and H follow a sequential path with minimal float, suggesting this is the critical path, where delays directly impact the project completion date. Other activities like F and G, although connected to the network, possess flexibility due to their differing LS and ES values, indicating available float. This visual breakdown helps clearly identify where tight scheduling control is needed. The detailed arrangement of values also enables easy calculation of both total float and free float for non-critical activities. For instance, activity F shows no difference between ES and LS, implying no available float, aligning it with critical activities temporarily. However, activities like C and D exhibit clear float, where their LS is later than their ES, indicating potential delays without impacting successors. This visualization aids project managers in targeting efforts on the riskiest activities while efficiently allocating resources elsewhere. In this network diagram, activities are systematically laid out with their early start, early finish, late start, and late finish values, allowing the calculation of the project schedule. The critical path, highlighted in red, passes through activities A, B, C, E, G, I, and J. These activities have zero total float, meaning any delay directly delays the project's completion. The formulas EF equals ES plus duration and LS equals LF minus duration guide the forward and backward pass calculations, ensuring accurate scheduling across the network. Meanwhile, non-critical activities, shown in blue, such as D, F, and H, have flexibility due to positive float values. These paths allow for resource adjustments and minor delays without affecting the overall timeline. The diagram visually reinforces how project managers can prioritize monitoring critical path activities while efficiently managing non-critical tasks. This clear depiction of dependencies and scheduling logic is crucial for effective project control and timely delivery. This diagram outlines the critical path of a project by highlighting key activities that directly impact its completion timeline. The critical activities, A, B, F, G, and H, are sequentially connected, and any delay in any of these tasks will directly postpone the project's finish date. By focusing on the critical path, project managers can efficiently allocate resources and prioritize efforts to ensure the project stays on schedule. Activities C, D, and E, although necessary for project progression, are not on the critical path and possess some scheduling flexibility. Their delays will not necessarily delay the entire project unless they exceed their allowed float. Understanding this structure allows for better risk management and strategic planning throughout the project's lifecycle. Gantt charts and milestone charts are essential visual tools for project scheduling. A Gantt chart provides a timeline view of tasks, clearly showing start and end dates, durations, and dependencies between activities. In contrast, a milestone chart highlights major project achievements without diving into detailed task breakdowns, making it ideal for presenting high-level progress to stakeholders. Project schedule network diagrams and software like Primavera offer deeper project management capabilities. Network diagrams such as PERT or CPM map out task sequences and dependencies, helping identify the critical path that determines the project's minimum completion time. Primavera, a powerful project management software, combines scheduling, resource management, and risk analysis, making it invaluable for handling large, complex projects. A Gantt chart is a powerful project management tool that visually represents a project schedule. It lists activities vertically and time horizontally, using bars to show each task's duration from start to finish. This layout allows project managers to easily see task sequences, overlaps, and dependencies, helping ensure timelines are met and resources are properly allocated. The visual simplicity of a Gantt chart makes it ideal for tracking project progress and communicating plans to stakeholders. It can highlight critical deadlines, identify potential delays, and facilitate quick adjustments when necessary. Tools like Microsoft Project, as shown in the image, enhance Gantt charts with features like milestone markers and resource assignments for more detailed planning. A milestone chart offers a high-level overview of a project's key achievements without delving into task-level detail. It highlights important dates and events using icons or symbols, making it an effective tool for quickly understanding project progress. Milestones are often shown as diamonds or other markers placed along a timeline, emphasizing deadlines or critical points without showing the duration of activities. This format is particularly useful for upper management and stakeholders who are more interested in major project outcomes than day-to-day operations. By focusing only on key deliverables and completion dates, milestone charts provide a streamlined view that supports executive decision-making and helps maintain strategic alignment throughout the project lifecycle. The precedence diagramming method is a visual scheduling tool used to plan project activities by illustrating their sequence and interdependencies. Each task is represented as a node connected by arrows that show the logical relationships, helping project managers to structure workflows clearly. PDM is essential for identifying the critical path, which highlights the sequence of tasks that directly impacts the project's completion time. By mapping project development visually, PDM helps teams recognize which tasks must be prioritized to avoid delays. The main output of this method is a project schedule network diagram, providing a comprehensive view of activities, dependencies, and timelines. This clear representation aids in effective resource allocation, risk management, and tracking project progress. Resource loading is a project management technique used to allocate and schedule resources, such as people, equipment, and materials, against project activities over time. It ensures that resources are assigned efficiently without overburdening any single resource, helping maintain a balanced workload across the project team. Resource loading charts visually depict this distribution, making it easier to spot overallocation or underutilization early. This technique aids in forecasting resource needs, adjusting schedules, and managing costs effectively. By identifying resource constraints, managers can reassign tasks or adjust timelines to maintain project momentum. Proper resource loading improves productivity, enhances project transparency, and supports better decision-making throughout the project lifecycle. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to excellence and your dedication to mastering the profession. We wish you resounding success on your path to certification.